And welcome back to another edition of Classic Doom Walkthroughs. Today we continue with DOOM Switcheroom. That's the 36 map MWAD. This is the secret map from episode 4. This is episode 4 map 9, Hate. The game is powered by GZDoom using the Ultimate Doom platform. As always, we're playing on the Ultra Violence difficulty setting in order to get 100% in all three of these categories. There are 156 kills to be had, 5 secrets to find, although quite a few of them are in the final room, and 31 items to pick up. So why don't we go ahead, switch out our trusty pistol for our lovely shotgun. Thank you very much for providing that. And then we hope for some infighting from the Cacos and the Spectres, but I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Although less infighting with me would be preferable from the Caco. I guess we'll have to take care of the Caco in due course. So let's pick up a little bit more ammo. Be mindful, there are shotgunners, of course. Let's just make sure there's no one else. No. No. Okay. Why don't we go ahead then and collect the chain gun. So now we have a little bit more ammo and options against the Cacos that remain. So why don't we go ahead and really just pick them off one at a time. Unless they pick me off one at a time. Although there's only one of me, that's not very fair. Alright, let's just go ahead and pummel the Cacos with some shotgun shells at close range, save some ammo that way. Unfortunately, the Berserk pack isn't available till later. We're going to need the red key just to get that. So let's continue down. We came through this way. Let's just punch through this door. There are some gunners to the sides. I think the gunner's on this side. There we go. And there are imps in each of the elevated cages. So why don't we go ahead and pick them off. One more. A little harder to get next to this, what is actually a lift. So let's go ahead and make the lift descend. Switch over to your chain gun. So we're going to get the partial invisibility and... Oh, I was hoping to get the extra ammo, but so far no good. Alright. That's better. So now armed with a little extra chain gun ammo, we head back straight up where we came. And where'd you come from? You must have snuck out from one of the other rooms. Alright, well, thanks for at least revealing yourself, so I don't have to look for you later. And we'll head down this side. There's a shotgunner to the left. There are other shotgunners around the room. Plus some Cacos. So why don't we go ahead and dispose of the enemies. I like to just use the shotgun. It seems plenty fine. Grab the yellow key. It doesn't actually trigger very much, so you can go ahead and do that while still fighting off these enemies. Now, down here, there's a plasma rifle, which is nice. I don't use it right away. I collect all the ammo I can get. And I just use the regular shotgun and the chain gun, because we seem to have quite a bit of that ammo. But as soon as you grab the plasma rifle, a whole bunch of enemies are going to teleport in. So we're going to run through to the left and get the heck out of here. And we'll use the top of the stairs as our whole point. There will be some infighting. The enemies will, definitely in their zeal to get to you, shoot at each other. Like I said, no Berserk pack yet. We don't have the red key, but once we do, we will go ahead and get that Berserk pack. So a lot of punchable enemies in this level. Yeah, a lot of enemies teleport in here, so that's why we collected all the bullets and all the shotgun shells that we did, so make sure we're loaded, including the ammo that was deposited in this room. Hard to see with the various Carkai lying about. As you can see, they're fighting with the Cacos are fighting with the imps. I can live with that. So, I mean, we do go through quite a bit of ammo here, but thankfully we got quite a bit of ammo. If you've gone through the rooms that I've showed you so far in that sequence, there will be sufficient ammo for this. Okay, so let's head down. Sometimes there's a straggler imp, not this time, I guess. Okay, well, if you forgot any ammo, go ahead, pick it up now. Otherwise, we're done in this area. And we don't have the red key yet, so we're not going to be able to go ahead through that door, but we're going to head back. Armed with the yellow key, we're going to go through here. Now, what we're going to do here actually is we're going to grab the red key and get out of here. We're going to come back with the Berserk Pack. So why don't we go ahead and do that? Let the enemies make a mess out of each other. I don't think they're going to be able to come up through that way, but we'll keep an eye on it. Now let's head back to the red door. Take out your chain gun. There are a lot, and I mean a lot, of lost souls. Good lord, yeah, there are a lot. So, gentle tappa maybe. Use the shotgun if you prefer. If you're getting low on ammo, there's another box of chain gun ammo here. Now grab your Berserk Pack. Yeah, we definitely want that. There's a secret here. It's really just a shotgunner and some ammo. So why don't we go ahead and do that. And now we can head back, I think. We will come back to this area, but we're going to head back to the room we just left. So we can go ahead and take care of those enemies through the yellow. So why don't we go ahead? Now there's going to be a lot here, so let's take out the chain gun to start. Yeah, it could get ugly. Good thing we picked up that box of chain gun ammo. Now take out your Berserk Fist. You could have done that from the get-go if you felt confident enough. That's okay too. Alright, a little bit of ammo. There is a backpack here with some more ammo, so that's good. Take out your shotgun. As we approach, yeah, we get the jump. Guess for the fun of it, we'll get rid of those barrels. We get the jump on that enemy over here. So that's how we clear out that area. We can continue now through the yellow. There are shotgunners and imps about, including on the floor below. So just don't get too close through the doorway. You will get some damage from shotgunners, so just be careful with that. Or imps may be firing as the door closes. Lucky shot. Okay, we're going to head up. There is some ammo up here and other goodies. We could drop down that way. We're not going to, though. Proceed through this red door. Let's go ahead and take care of the imps. There's more rockets and a rocket launcher, which is definitely going to come in handy momentarily. Right, so we're back to the red area. We just came through the other door. So where we were, we punched out and got the Berserk Fist is through there. So I'm through this way now, so I can just collect the ammo without drawing too much attention. And I'm going to go ahead and press the switch. I'm going to grab the rocket launcher and then just step back out with the rockets we've collected so far. Oop. Trying not to get hit, of course, by the cacos. And now we can use a regular shotgun or the chain gun just to take care of the stragglers. Maybe one more. And here come, let's just get over here. Here come the pinkies. Let's just use to save ammo. Why don't we just use our Berserk Fist? Yeah. Come on, pinky. There we go. And we'll pick up whatever ammo and health we need. Oop, I was not expecting the Baron to come out so quick. All right, so let's go ahead, entertain the Baron now with our shotgun. We do have a few more rockets left. Hold on to those, though. The Baron's alone, so, and doesn't appear able to come up these stairs, so that's not the worst thing in the world. Now let's head up. There will be more Barons below, and you can hear them, so let's use... Oop. Definitely took a little bit more damage than I would have preferred. Oh, that was terrible. Guess we can grab the blue key while we're here. And we definitely have not used the plasma rifle very much at all. So why don't we go ahead, soften them up, and then we can just go ahead and finish off the rest of the enemies, in this case just the one Baron. And I guess the pesky Imp. Come here, Imp. And just to show you, this is just the other side, right, where we came down and through the other time, right? Well, I guess we can grab some health while we're here, but why don't we head out to where the Imp was, because that's the general direction that we're heading. We're going to be heading now towards the blue door. Oh, straggler Imp, thank you. Now let's find the blue area. Here we are. Take out your chain gun. There are a lot of gunners and lost souls and such. There's also going to be a lot of infighting because they're all kind of lined up nicely. And we'll take out our Berserk Fist, maybe? Take out some of the enemies that way. Thank you, Spectre. I appreciate your cooperation. Some more lost souls, some of them stunned by the gunners and imps. So far, so good. There's a Baron to the left, so we have to be careful when we step out. Just want to make sure that all the gunners and all the other enemies are taken care of. Now, I prefer personally to take care of the Baron just with the shotgun over here. I know there's more rockets there and that would be easier. But I'm going to save up those rockets for later because there's going to be more Barons and more enemies. So, we do have a bit of shotgun ammunition. Why not just use it? And at this range, it shouldn't take more than maybe 13 or 14 shots from the regular shotgun. Okay, plus we have more shotgun shells here. Now this, all these pillars, one of them is a little different. There's a little face. Why don't we go ahead and press on that? Tag one secret. Tag two secrets. Unfortunately, gross. Yeah, we have to tag the third secret in this room anyway, which is the saw, excuse me, and the fourth, which is the where the Baron was. So we'll go ahead. We'll take out our rocket launcher, and we'll put on our rad suit and head down to face the Baron that I mentioned briefly before. And that's that for the Baron. We can go ahead and press that. Take out your chain gun, because through this little area are some gunners and one imp. So we'll go ahead and do that. Take the teleporter. This will just take us back to the starting area. Let's make our way back to the blue, and this just takes us back over here. There are gunners, there are lost souls, but there are also some Barons. So why don't we go ahead and dispose of them. Alright, maybe the chain gun for the lost souls anyway. I think we might have a couple rockets, well maybe just one. We do have a little bit of plasma left. We got a decent amount of plasma on this map, so that's okay too. And now that one's done. Lost soul. I think that's it. Looks like it. Is that a 6? It is. Alright, so we have everything. We can pick up a little bit of health, I guess, before we step off. But before that, we'll do our final count. Yes, 156 kills, the 5 secrets, and all 31 items. You know what that means? Indeed, we're done. And that's 8. The secret map from episode 4. I think it's a lot of fun. A lot of familiar areas, of course. Definitely some classic Doom going on. Hope you did enjoy. Do hit the subscribe button if you did. You won't miss any further videos that I upload. For now, that's it for Classic Doom Walkthroughs. Thanks for joining us today. See you next time.